The reason we call it the Phoenix Project is that because that the nose cone is the original nose cone from the Mega Sprite, which fell about 2,800 feet. I took it, repaired it, and got it, working it brand new again, reshaped it. And then the other pieces that are actually the engine from the bigger dog, the tether system from the bigger dog, and some of the knowledge base from the bigger dog with Mark Lloyd. He's the one that mastered the engine. Then I got Ed Rolls, is pretty much did the launch tire. He's worked me on that, and some shock cord Nomex. And then Blaine Jeffreys, he's pretty much built the stands and everything else, painted the extended piece, and also put the label down. And he done a lot of high skill stuff that where I didn't have the time. He took that time to cover that basis, and that's why we call it the Phoenix Project, because all this is going to be based off of rockets of the past, and they can rise from the fire and to fly again. We're here to do the MMX3 Plus. I feel really confident with it, with the engine, with everything. The deployment system is going to be, if the drogue chute works, everything works. Drogue chute don't work, it's going to be interesting. Be a big streamer. So, but like I said, the rocket is going to weigh 387 pounds total. We have about center of gravity about right at a 1.2. It should be more of a majestic flight. Should be nice.
You can look down while we're moving around.
I'm Ed Rowe, and I built the tower for this project. Well, back in the spring we used it once. This is what you can do in a backyard with a hacksaw and a drill. That's all it took. Aluminum from the scrapyard, radio tower, mark furnished, and a winch. A little electric winch makes it nice and easy. And this should hold up pretty good with all these guy wires to keep the pad from going up with a rocket. I think this will be fine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I am Mark Lloyd, and the motor geometry that we'll be flying tomorrow is an 8-inch diameter motor. It has 2 grains in it. The grains are 12 inches long. Got a 2.5-inch core. Each grain weighs 25 pounds, so 50 pounds total of fuel. The actual case and closures are recycled from the Bigger Dog project, and it's using the same standard 75.5 fuel. So total rocket weight on the pad I think should be just over 400 pounds, and we're expecting just under 9,000 feet.
Thank you. Go ahead. The name on the side is my boss. He come up to me and say, "Hey, what it cost me to put your name on the side of that rocket?" And I did this the first launch, and which helped him to do a lot of advertisement. And because of the advertisement, I got on the front page of the Kingsport Time News on the Saturday paper. And with that name crossed in Telethought, that's where I work at. They did about a half-page article on me, the Rocket Man from Kingsport. And when they did that, Telethought got a lot of press from it. And to them, they all, works hand in hand. Actually, they don't complain about my rocket habit, so they enjoy what's going on.
Here from Wayne this morning.
Got her. Can I just put a cart back on here? Put it on the ground. Save it. We have wiring harnesses that go all the way to, and actually spare wiring harnesses, so in case we want to make a change on the lot wiring, we can make a change. Like if you want to put the radio control, and I got designated where they're going. The U-bolt here, I was concerned because just one panel. If you notice a coupler, the U-bolt through 3, so it's going to have to pull through 3, right, to come apart. Our tether system, which is right here, which I'm getting ready to that just get the grease back and forth, because you know it actually sits there. And that kind of keeps it tethered right here. Here's those little orange bags. Those little, we call it. Oh, it's not too bad now. So they're kind of like corks, and chutes are down here. You got to reach for the chute.
Now what's on the top of the bag here? That's just
I took styrofoam, that real blue styrofoam that's real hard.
blue board, yep.
Yeah, you can stomp on it and it stretch out. I just duct taped it, split it, put the deal it, and just took Nomex, wrapped it around. And what it does is it kind of fills in the hole for me. We have Blaine made these tether right here. You can look through here. There are 2 pieces quarter-inch steel, quarter-inch aluminum. We call that specialized aluminum. And now I just want to make sure everybody else is here happy.
How big's the charge on this? Not too big.
Oh, not too bad. This is 18.
No, well, in the
Tether.
pyro.
Oh, just end of the match. You know the little plastic container? We just fill that up, tape it.
Wow.
So how long did it take you to build this?
Well, since last wells, we flew this once with the short version, and it flew on an end, and we had a real good time with it. It flew about 4,000 feet. No, I mean on an end 4,000, about 2,800 feet. And because of the 8-inch motor, because it's only 36 inches and it's short, that center of gravity disappeared quickly. So what we done, I extended it another 5 feet, and then also changed the deployment system where that is used as a tether system. So that way, the main thing I'm looking at, I had nightmares of, should say, when the rocket separates. I didn't want no shock cord breaking. And one piece coming down without no parachute. This way, I can guarantee that something's going to come down. This one rocket is going to come down with a parachute. And that's why I was using dual 26, which is a little overkill, but if one parachute didn't open up and the other one feather, the other one got caught up, then it should be no problem.
I remember.
I got another one.
Yeah,
I like it, Mark.
Oh, really? They had toasties and
Did that right.
they went to the motel buffet this morning.
Yeah. Blaine Jeffreys, I'm an engineer at SAS. On this project, I did some CAD CAM work for Sterling, designed the aft end of the rocket, cut those fins out for him, painted it. I did some machining for him, some metal work for the recovery system. Got a P motor in this baby, so I'm thinking we'll probably get 6,000 or 8,000 feet out of this. This rocket's about a 300 pounder, so it's heavy. It's a little draggy too.
Well, here we are at Whitakers, North Kakalaki. It's, what time is it? 10:11, Sunday, at about a 4,400 foot cloud deck. Gonna have to wait for some of this to clear out so they can bust this big project off. The Phoenix project, estimated altitude's about 6,000 to 7,000 feet they're figuring. 50,000 newton second, 8-inch diameter, 2-grain P motor. Each grain weighs 25 pounds, so they're going to be up there above the clouds. There are some breaks, but time will tell. Looks like it's closing in a little bit more than it's opening up, but it's brightening up. It's sunny above them. All we got to do is find a way to get an opening and get these parts of the bigger dog off, parts of the Sprite off, and parts of the MMX3 all combine into one, get it into the air, get it back in one piece.
The number 4s.
Putting trash anywhere.
Yeah, just in the trailer for right now. I clean it out. Fins not a problem. You can pick them by fins. Everybody got it? Turn. No, not too far. Keep going. Up.
Pick it up.
Watch the water. Okay.
What? No. I'm getting
Get over here on here first.
Oh, that was too easy. 7 or 8, so if they're going to try to pop him down there.
T-shirts. And they got an Alcoa.
Deja vu.
Long shirt.
Anticipate any problems.
What do you think it's going to do? Straight up,
Oh,
weathercock,
Today it's going to go straight up.
altitude?
I'm thinking at least 6. I think between 6 and 7.
100.
6 or 700 feet.
No, that's just feet.
That's reminiscent. That's too reminiscent there.
I used a marine urethane. It's called, it's made by U.S. Paints. I forgot the name of it, but color is Sunfast Red. We based it with white, then put the red over top. But you can tell that the new section is a little darker. Forgot to base it in white. It went over the gray primer, so it made the red a little off. Yeah, sprayed that with an HVLP system, 2 coats, dried overnight. And then we had a buddy of mine at work drew that logo, the Phoenix logo. We got a sign vinyl cutter at work, so we cut that out. Sign vinyl, 2-color sign vinyl job. And some other graphics, the MMX and the IntelliThought, that was done over there too.
Okay, so you got it on the pad. What do you got to do now?
Cut the shunts and turn on the camera, and then turn on the transmitter, and then turn on the arts. And wait until they do their testing. Then put the panel on and get everybody out of the way.
So how you feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling good. This is gonna be neat. Just there's the hole.
We'll get more. So how high do you think it's going to go?
I say 69.54.
How much money you got on it?
No money, but that's what I call it. I think we had a very successful flight. What happened? The tether system let go, but the nose cone looked like the nose cone came off too. It looked like it disconnected from the actually inside the nose cone, but there was still enough pressure that the nose cone was gone. The deployment bag was still there, and the deployment bag still did its job at 1,800 feet, and it did pull the chutes out like it's supposed to, except it didn't have the nose cone. So, looks like the nose cone, we had a failure on the nose cone. Looked like the old Mega Sprite nose cone just didn't want to fly again.
Success.
So how you feel about your motor?
Pretty good, very good actually.
So you going to mass produce these for everybody?
I don't think so.
Well, good job.
I'm available for consultations though.
Good job on the motor.
Thank you, sir.
The flag didn't quite make it on your tower, so what do you think?
The flag's fine. It didn't go for a ride with a rocket this time.
How do you like the tower? Held up okay?
Oh yeah, the tower's great. Guy wires held everything. It looked perfect.
Good.
It was a great flight.
Well, if the tether system failed, that's kind of my fault, because I worked on that a little bit. We'll have to wait and see what it looks like. See what happened. Could have been a strap that broke. Who knows?
Other than that,
No.
happy with the rest of the results?
I think.
Oh yeah, I think it was a great flight. I wish-
Well, I agree with him. I think the tether system worked. What happened, I think, when the nose cone came off, where the link is at the nose cone, that broke.
okay.
But it pulled the deployment bag, and the deployment bag still did its job, because otherwise you wouldn't got the parachutes. So somebody had to pull the parachutes out.
Yeah.
Pyro worked, but it sheared it.
Wow.
And that's what happened. Poor old Blaine.
Uh-oh.
Blame.
That's a shame. Yeah, well, you live and learn, though, you know?
Yep.
Basically almost a no one.
Yeah, they did. Yep.
Put this on the wall.
So the body was sort of sideways when the two main chutes came out. Whatever happened, it just pulled up on it like that.
When that nose cone came out, the drogue chute deployed.
That probably acted like a big drag chute, and this thing just wanted to carry right on through it.
Because it pulled the drogue like it's supposed to.
Well, it probably zippered this and just kept pulling and just snapped that off.
right on down, and then it yanked that off.
Yep.
And the nose cone, it jerked out the U-bolt out of the nose cone. And I think my other problem is
Must have been hauling acid out.
charge 1 and charge 2 came off.
Probably laid right over.
Because it was kind of going
Yeah.
up.
All right, it's the end of the day. You've had some time to reflect about it. What do you think?
Well, the problem is, the tether tore and stuff like that. The real problem was I put a 1 second delay on the arcs. And if you listen, it was pop pop. So we had 43 grams of gunpowder blowing the nose off while I was in let's say, already into definitely a cruise missile trajectory. So with all that to happen, it pretty much, nose cone ripped out the U-bolts. It shredded the carbon fiber and the Kevlar. But the deployment systems worked like it's supposed to, and the engine worked like it's supposed to. So I think we had a good success. Is that now I just got to figure out how to correct. I think I already know how to correct it. Is use a single charge with dual matches, and work from there.
So when are you going to fly it again?
Probably July.
At Texas?
Yeah,
LDRS?
that's right.
Going to call it the same thing?
The engine can be different.
How about the colors?
Well, colors may be the same thing. We can do still the same colors.
Okay, well, thank you, and good luck in Texas.
Thank you.